Virgin Mary. So the moment we go inside the church will be divided into 3 layers. The lower Basilica, or the Grotto, the middle one, which we are going to be inside when we get in, and we're going to go around the fence to see the house of Virgin Mary, which is surrounded by a fence. Then we go to the upper Basilica, the model church. The church finished building it in 1969. Most of the church was donated by several Catholic countries, and the doors were donated by the German Catholic people who live in Germany. It's a bronze door. The 2 doors speaks about the New and the Old Testament. We have the ancient door, which speaks about Adam and Eve. Adam worked hardly, Eve gave birth hardly, the blood of Noah, the dove, and ends up with Abraham took Isaac to sacrifice it in Mount Moriah, according to the book of Genesis. Okay, 16:16. Let's go to one step forward. We're gonna see the New Testament. It starts. The angel appeared for the shepherd on the top. We can see the one which you can see clearly, and we have mosaics inside. We have these mosaics which you can see small ones. Look to the top. The angel appeared for the shepherd. The birth of Virgin Mary. 3 wise men comes here. Jesus entered to the temple and seen by Simeon. Herod the Great killed by the Jews. Herod the Great killed the kids. Okay, fled to Egypt. Came back again here when he lost him in the temple. Came back again here. Worked with his father in the shop, in his workshop. John the Baptist baptized Jesus in Jordan River. Healing the paralyzed man in Capernaum. Sailing on the Sea of Galilee. Ceremony on the mountain. Crucifixion, appearance of the angel, and the resurrection. The 2 differences between this one and that one, that the Old Testament ends on the door with the sacrifice or bending of Isaac, and God sent a goat instead of the son of Abraham, instead of Isaac. But here God sent his beloved son to be the sacrifice. So he would. Okay, let's go outside to show you something, please, which is very important. I need you to see it. Then we go. To whom the Gospels was written. We have to understand that the book of Matthew was written for the Jewish people. The moment we read from the book of Matthew, always it's mentioned according to the Old Testament. That's mentioned in the book of Isaiah. That's what the book of the Caro tells us, the prophecy of Isaiah. Which means you have to be familiar with the Old Testament. Who was the people who were familiar with the Old Testament? The Jews. So Matthew speaks about the genealogy of Jesus, and it is written for the Jewish people. Mark have the symbol of the lion, and it's written for the Roman, because the Roman were the people who were interested in power. So that's why it starts with the voice of the desert. Luke have the symbol of the bull. When we want to read the story about John the Baptist and about Jesus, when they was born, and how the story goes from the birth and the Annunciation, for both of them, we have to go to the book of Luke. That's why it speaks about the sacrifice. The book of Luke written for the Greek people. The book of John was written for the Gentiles, for the people who doesn't have any clue about everything. That's why we have a lot of miracles, which is not mentioned in the first 3 Gospels, mentioned in the book of John, like healing the paralyzed man, like the first miracle. A lot of things mentioned in the book of John, okay? And it was written for the Gentiles. Guys, the moment we go inside the church, please, we have also around this area mosaics, and this is, by the way, one of the icons that are donated by Philippine to the Annunciation Church, and that's how the Virgin Mary looks like. By the way, you're gonna see a lot of figures shaped for Mama Mary. That's how the country see it in their own eyes, which means in India it's supposed to be like the shape of Indian woman, in Russia like a shape of Russian woman. That's why, guys, if you want to take a picture with a Filipino picture, I prefer to do it now because now it's empty. Go now and look to the columns of the church, if you look to the two columns, it's going to be like the letter of A in English. If you mix the three columns, it's going to be like an M, which means Ave Maria. They made it on purpose. Nazareth, the meaning of it means the flower. Okay, but we don't have any references in the Old Testament. The only thing it mentioned only in the New Testament, and it was a small Jewish town. So the Bible only the one who talks about Nazareth. When we did the excavation in this area, we found potteries which dated back to the 2nd century BCE. This is the maximum that they said that Nazareth was, or during that time the town was existing. We're gonna go all the way to the second part of this area. This area divided into 3 sections. The house of Virgin Mary, which divided into 3 layers: the lower basilica, the middle basilica, and the upper basilica. Okay, and we have here the baptismal house or the baptismal chapel. When people like to be baptized here, they open this room, which is donated by the German Republic for the Christian inside Nazareth. We have the convent where the monks and those who want to be a monks in the future, they study the Bible. And we have the house of the Holy Family, which is located at the end of there. The Bible tells us after the Holy Family fled to Egypt, they came back to dwell in Nazareth. And Jesus was to grow up in the house with Saint Joseph. Some people asked, where Saint Joseph goes? Where did he go after all these stories? We probably can discuss that on the bus, but his mission was finished when Jesus became a young man, okay? And we can call him the protector of the Holy Secret. He was the one who protected the Holy Secret. You know, he was a carpenter, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is totally wrong. He wasn't a carpenter. His father, we know he was not a carpenter. He was a man who worked with his hand. Probably he was a builder or an iron, because they originally came from Tsipori, and most of the people who work in Tsipori work as a builders. But when we translate the Bible from Aramaic into Hebrew, or from Hebrew into Aramaic, then to English, the word carpenter was the only closest word to the translation of that, of the ancient one. So if someone tells you he might be a builder, he might be right. Because the people during that time used to work more than one job. And especially in Nazareth, all the houses here made from limestone during that time, so he probably was a builder. We're gonna go there and see the house of the Holy Family, and on the way out, we're gonna go through these stairs. Can you see the lady where she's going?
Yeah.
We're gonna stop by the statue of Mama Mary, we're gonna take a picture, and we go to the bus, not the same place where the bus dropped us. Hello guys. Lighthouse. Lighthouse, closer to lighthouse. What else? Lighthouse. What else? What else?
Other lights.
What else? Guys, something you watch it on TV each 4 years. What is it? Huh?
Original, like
What they do each 4 years. There's something specific. Everyone waiting for this each 4 years to watch it on television.
You see torch?
Yes, torch. That's an Olympic. What do you do in Olympic? You light the torch. What the meaning of lighting the torch? It's meaning you are starting or announcing the beginning of new generation. So the new generation started not when Jesus born actually, it started when the Annunciation starts. Okay? So that's why they made the top of the church looks like a torch. Let's go to the house of the Holy Family. We're gonna go down to see the house. statue over here, it's statue for Saint Joseph.
Saw there is the location of the house where Mother Mary lived. But there is a legend which says that the angels took the house of Mother Mary to Croatia. Okay? And from Croatia it was taken to Renacati, that is in Italy, okay, which is called Loreto. That house is still there, and over which there is a big cathedral. So that is believed to be the house of Mother Mary in which she lived. Now, here also there is a house, but we said the location. The first location.
And also I said, Father,
Ah.
so here, it's only here, and all the whole world, which is
yes.
mentioned, the word became flesh.
That's this. But in Loreto, if you go to Italy, they will definitely take you to Loreto, where you have a big basilica. Inside the basilica, you have the house of Mother Mary.
Now we understood that Virgin Mary lived down and Joseph lived